Dear student, welcome back to your mathematics class. Today we'll discuss the textual problem, exercise 2, now 6 and 7. Question number 6. Shobu's house is 38 km to the west of the school. Mitu's house is 512 km to the east of our house. Again, there is a school and the distance is given. Shobu's house is 3/8 km to the west of the school. Mitu's house is 5/12 km to the east of her house. From the school. Look here. So, for example, think that you are Shobu's and another of your friend is Mitu's, and the distance from the school to your house and the distance from the school to your friend's house is given here in 2 ways direction. So what you have to do here, how many kilometer is it from Shobu's house to Mitu's house? Now you have to find out the distance from Shobu's house to Mitu's house. The school is in the middle. If you observe the given picture in your book, then you will understand easily. The school is given in the middle, and the right side is Mitu's house and the left side is Shobu's house situated. Now, how many kilometer is it from Shobu's house to Mitu's house? So the distance from school to Shobu's house is given and the distance from school to Mitu's house is given. So if you add the distance from Shobu's house to school with the distance from Mitu's house to school, then you will get the total distance. And this total distance will be the distance from the Shobu's house to Mitu's house. In that way, you can get the solution of question 1 for exercise 6. Next, go for the question 2. Whose house is nearer to school? First part of the question 2. Whose house is nearer to school? So you have to compare the distance of Shobu's house and the distance of Mitu's house. You know, we have discussed earlier, if you want to compare, then you have to make the equal numerator or equal denominator. Then you can easily compare. You know how to make equal numerator and how to make equal denominator. For your better understanding, I repeat, if you want to make the same denominator of the given fraction, then at first you have to find the LCM. You have to find the LCM of the given denominators. Then you have to divide the denominators by the denominators of each of the fractions. After dividing, you will get a result. Then you have to multiply the numerator and the denominator of each of the given fraction by the result. In that way, you can make the common denominators of the given fraction. So if you do that one, then you can compare. There are two rules of comparison. One is, if the denominators are same, the fraction, if the denominators are same, the fraction whose numerator is bigger and whose numerator is smaller is smaller. In that way, you can compare The distance which is smaller, that is nearer, and the distance which is greater, this is far away. And how many kilometer is the difference? How many kilometer is the difference? So here you have to divide, you have to subtract the smaller fraction from the greater fraction. If you subtract, then you will get the difference. Now let's go for a solution. The total distance, I told you the distance from Mitu's house to school and the distance from the Shobu's house to school. This is 38 kilometer and 512 kilometer. So we have here add this one. At first we find out the LCM of 8 and 12. I show you how to do the addition in that way. So multiples of 8, 8, 16 and 24. Multiples of 12, 12, 24 and 36. There are more. As we have got the smallest common one, that is why we didn't write anymore. We just have put here 3 dot. I told you earlier also, don't put more dot, only 3 dots. So the LCM of 8 and 12 is 24. Now we divide this LCM by the denominators of the first fraction 8 and the second fraction 12. If we divide, then we got 3 and 2, then we multiply the first fraction numerator and denominator by the 3 and the second fraction numerator and denominator by the 2. Then we got the result 9 by 24, 10 by 24. Now it's the denominators become same or equal for the two given fraction. So if we add that one, 9 by 24, 10 by 24, we get 19 by 24. So the distance is 19 by 24 from Shobu's house to Mitu's house. Now go for the solution for the second question for exercise 6. From 1 we got the distance from Shobu's house. Shobu's house from school is 9 by 24 kilometer and the distance of Mitu's house is 10 by 24 kilometer from the school. As 9 by 24 is smaller than 10 by 24, so Shobu's house is nearer. We can easily compare. Because here the denominators are equal, so 9 is smaller, 10 is greater. Okay, now we'll get the difference. The difference is 10 24th minus 9 24th. LCM is 24. If you minus 9 from 10, then it is 1. So 1 by 24 kilometer. 1/24 kilometer. This is the difference. Now go for the exercise 7. At first read the stem nicely. A farmer planted brinjal in 1/2 part, cabbage in 1/4 part and the flowers in 1/5 part of his garden. How much part of garden did he plant? So we have to find out how much part of the garden is planted. How much part of the garden remain blank? So I have shown you for exercise 6 how to add different parts of the fraction. Okay, you will do that one. Then you will get the total part that had been planted. How much part of the garden remain blank? You know the whole garden is 1. The whole garden is 1. So from 1 we have to subtract the total planted part, then we will get our result. Now let's go for solution. So question number 7.1, he planted 1/2 plus 1/4 plus 1/5. We got the LCM of 2, 4 and 5 in the multiple process. Then we got the LCM 20. Then we divide this LCM by the denominators of the given fraction. Now all the denominators are same. Okay, 1/2 plus 1/4 1/5 equal 10, 28, 5, 28, 4, 28. As the denominator is the same, so here is 20. Then we add 10 plus 5 plus 4, 19, 28. So 19, 28 part had been planted. by the farmer. Now next go for the solution for the next one. Question number 2. The whole garden is 1. The whole garden is 1. So remain blank. 1 subtract 19 by 20. 19 by 20 is planted. So 20 is the LCM. Now 21 is 20 minus, if we divide 20 by 20, there is 1. 19 1 is 19. So if we subtract 19 from 20, it is 1 and 20. So it is 128 parts. So remaining remaining land or remaining garden is 1 by 28 5. Today we have an assigned any SW, because there is the exam, special exam, online exam 2. You'll participate there and you'll take the preparation for different subject. So take the preparation and practice this math later when you get the time.